mean to put him on blast, but Alex's little brother, he only has one testicle.
Well, you put him on blast. Now
you put him on blast because that's wild.
Now, like one guy in Sweden and one guy in India know about that, and it's your fault.
What? He's got one nut?
Yeah, he's got one nut.
That's crazy. How? Yeah. Why?
It was at birth. There was like complications with his nuts.
Is that what they do nowadays? They cut off your dick and another nut?
It wasn't like a ritualistic thing. It was
God,
like
the Jews out here, man. What is going on, bro?
It wasn't like religious purposes.
And one nut for good luck.
That'd be the hot new fad. Just
you only need one
circumcision 2.0.
That's true. You only need one nut.
Yeah.
Well, like actually, if you lose the other nut, like, did he lose the pea nut or the semen nut?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I guess you're only required to pee, so maybe he just.
So they probably took away the balls that hold the.
Wow,
semen.
He's infertile. That sucks.
Yeah, the guy can't come. It really.
But he can still pee. He has the other ball, so.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a sensitive subject for him.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
But, I try not to ask about it too. I mean, if it was one of you guys, I'd be like, are you still shooting ropes? But it's, my girlfriend's brother, so I don't really.
Yeah, true.
I'm not going to poke.
It's not that would have been the first conversation I'd have with him.
Yeah.
Tell me about your shots. Tell me about your shots.
How's your nut?
When's the last time you blew a load?
Once we hit 5 subscribers, we get him on the podcast, and we ask him. Yeah.
And we can pay for his services.
Hour-long Q&A session that we try to stretch out as long as possible.
We need like 1,000 subscribers and 40,000. No, 40. Wait, how long watch time? I may be like 10,000 hours, 1,000 subscribers, and I can pull it up right now. I was looking into it earlier. That's where the real money is.
What episode number is this?
26. This is 27.
We're at 27? Holy shit. We've almost done a whole year. We're over half a year.
We're over 6.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Why are you surprised?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like we've been doing it that long.
Dude, time flies when you're casting, dude.
I feel like I've been doing this podcast my entire life.
I'm over it.
I'm so done with it.
This podcast has aged me like fucking the presidents in office, dude. I have aged 4 years or 10 years in 6 months. Well, I am wise beyond my years now.
Yeah. Speaking of presidents, do you guys see Obama's summer playlist 2022 made by his gay interns?
I was hearing about that. There's not a chance in hell he listens to any of those songs.
No, they're made by his gay interns and they have great taste.
Can you post it in one of the channels?
Can someone do it? Because I'm putting
I'm
putting cuticle cream on.
Obama.
There are a lot of good songs on it. Where
it really is just a pop playlist made by a gay white dude.
Yeah, he also releases like top 5 films or his top films of the year, and there are a lot of them are like A24 films and shit. I'm like, bro,
you don't think he's listening to Lil Yachty?
He's definitely not listening to Saoko. I'll tell you what. Can you imagine Obama was like, let me be clear. Saoko papi.
Saoko papi.
Saoko.
Maybe.
Yeah, some of these shit, like Wet Leg. Do you guys like Wet Leg?
I don't know.
They're
what the fuck is that?
It's like
that doesn't listen to people pop.
Indie rock band. Yeah, I don't know. Could you imagine like just being at a Lil Yachty concert and you just turn around and Obama's just behind you bopping his head?
Okay, yeah. Obama does not make this, but whoever does make this has good taste in music.
This shit slaps. Here is my shit.
It's my
turn up.
Turn down for what?
I saw one of the Twitter replies. It was Obama like 90% of these artists are sustained only because Obama makes a playlist and it's like Google Obama 90%. I was like, damn, that's rough. You really
can't
get
it through like contract obligations too. There's some Bruce Springsteen in there as well. You know, they had a podcast together like a year or two ago.
They had a podcast together?
They did one episode where they sat down and they talked.
Oh, really? I thought it was like a mini series or something.
They did. They did multiple.
I think so. It was the Renegades podcast.
Whoa!
Because they're
was this after he was out of office? While he was in office.
Yeah, I was in his.
It might have been Renegades in the '80s, but
that'd be kind of controversial if the current president has time to do a podcast. Yeah. I think that would.
I mean, look, Joe's not doing much these days.
Joey,
Joey.
I just don't want to hear about Joey at all. I want him to just stay in the shadows as much as possible.
Planning an assassination plot, bro? Right here,
dude.
There's a lot of other people I'd rather assassinate.
Name 3.
Dude, you're trying to get me caught.
Hitler, dude. Hitler.
He's dead, bro.
Don't get me caught up, dude.
I don't know if you've read the story.
They know who they are.
I'm coming.
Are you recording video?
I'm recording video.
Sweet.
We were playing trivia on Tuesday, and our team name was the Shinzo Abe Assassination Association.
Jesus,
I wanted to make it
nice.
Yeah, I wanted to
very current.
I was the one that plotted to kill Shinzo Abe.
Oh,
I had
it was you.
Yeah.
You 3D print that gun? I heard it was like a custom made shit.
Yeah, I sent it over.
Nice.
I was playing trivia last night, and we came up with the team name because of Google. Quiz on my face.
That's funny.
Yes,
nice.
yes.
Would they? I guess that'll fly in a bar. I mean,
it does. It does. The dude really fucked with our name.
I like how you said you found. Wait, what did you say? You thought of it from Google? Does that mean you just copied a name off of Google?
The Google had like a dude, the dude I just met that night, and it was like, oh, here's a Google suggestion, quiz on my blank, and we're like, face, and it was a team effort.
Nice.
I sit down and I meet these like 3 people that I barely met before, and I'm like, I don't know shit about trivia. All I got is Kanye West knowledge. And then the guy who's doing trivia, he's sitting next to us, he's just like, wait for round 2. And we're like, oh shit. And the question comes around. The question's like, what's Kanye West's biggest single to date? And immediately I'm like, easy, Gold Digger. But then I was like, wait, no. It's probably Stronger, because that shit's like a fucking hit and better subject matter than a fucking Gold Digger song. But turns out it was Gold Digger, and my fucking teammates, they were like so let down because we tied for second place and then we lost the tiebreaker. So we didn't win any money.
Yeah,
you overthought it, dude.
Dude, you always gotta trust your gut.
You guys watched the did anyone watch the Rehearsal with Nathan Fielder?
Hell yeah, dude. I love that show. It's so good, man. It's so good. The first episode is so deep, dude.
I know. I think they're all going to be deep because the latest one was deep too. But
wait, is there episode 3 out already? I only saw 2.
No, just they come out. A new one comes out tomorrow night.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah, they do quiz, like a quiz bowl or whatever. What the hell do you call it? Quiz night, trivia night. In the first episode, and he's just walking around town and like subliminally like implanting answers in this guy's head, so he'll get it right later.
Have you guys seen the premise of the Rehearsal?
I saw the trailer for it.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I'm gonna watch it. I just haven't got a chance yet.
At the end, when he this isn't really a spoiler. At the end, when he had to confess that he gave him the quiz answers and he couldn't do it because I was like, it's because he went through the rehearsal himself for that and he couldn't do it. And it was like such a good visual example of how anxiety works. Like that whole show is just how anxiety works, and it's like so interesting. It's really cool that he managed to like make a comedic show about that whole premise. It's really nice.
I to this day, like I know he's got to be acting. Like he's like Larry the Cable Guy. Like he's like he has a persona. Like he can't like he's doing all this because it's fucking hilarious and it's like a comedy show. But there are points where I was like, is this guy like seriously? I mean, I'm sure he kind of speaks like that, but he like really hams it up for his shows. But he's just like on a complete like different level of like self-awareness and be able to do that.
Do you guys know the A24 podcast?
No.
They have a podcast? That's tight.
They have a podcast. Ian told me about it, but they have like
Is it visually striking?
It's a podcast.
There's video formats and podcasts.
I haven't seen video format. I just listened to it.
Oh Jesus!
But they usually have like two people on that are from different, walks of life, or like they wouldn't normally have talked to each other, but bring them together. And it was Nathan Fielder and Alex Ademi of Euphoria.
Which one's that?
Maddie.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, and they just talked for like 50 minutes, like about like what they've been up to during the pandemic, and about like spirit animals and like about acting and various things. But Nathan talked about how like he does like have kind of a character when he does his show, and it's basically like it's essentially him, but he removes the filter of like saying and doing things that he knows will make people uncomfortable. So like he really pushes and goes into that.
He embraces making people feel uncomfortable.
Leans in.
Yeah, he leans into that. But he said he does it so much so that when he's done filming for like a season of something, or like Nathan for You in particular, I think, he like has to like decompress and like retrain himself to be cognizant of making people uncomfortable.
Right.
Because he just does it for hours out of the day. And when he was doing the podcast, he wasn't saying anything or acting weird. There were a few awkward situations, but it was just like normal. But yeah, it was interesting like hearing from his more like tame side of.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it is like kind of genuine how he acts, and he just kind of, leans into it, hams it up.
Yeah.
Did you ever see like the closing episodes of Nathan for You, where he like kind of it like the finale? He hangs out with like a prostitute like multiple times, and he eventually like kind of starts to like fall in love with her, but not really. I mean, but at the end, you're kind of like, is he actually like kind of into her? And they actually have like really good chemistry. And he shows her like clips of the show, and she's like, I think your show's funny. And I mean, he's paying her every time they hang out together. but it is like, you're kind of like rooting for them to like make it, because like he just like makes you think they're going to end up together. But it kind of ends on like a very bittersweet, and it's like, kind of like his new show, The Rehearsal. It ends up being like very deep and emotional unexpectedly.
That's cool. I never watched all of Nathan for You.
Oh, dude, it's worth the watch.
I agree.
Nice.
Good stuff.
But,
what was Nathan's spirit animal? Did he say?
So I think Alexa Demi was like talking about having like spirit animals, and like she brought up like she said she's seen fairies in her backyard, and Nathan was like being very skeptical about it. He was like, like what do they look like? Like he's like he's just taking it very seriously, and she's like, I have a picture, I'll show you. But then she asked him what his sign was, and he's like a Taurus. And she's like, oh, you must be very logical. And she's like, I think she said her spirit animal is like She said when she was younger, she would like, and still sometimes now, she'll crawl around her house on all fours and act like a cheetah or a jaguar or something.
What the hell?
And she sounds like she's a little on the crazy side.
Whoa.
But she's like, I get owl energy from you.
Owl
And
energy.
Nathan's like, okay, yeah.
Focus cat.
He's like, I think I would like having talons.
That's his humor. That's fucking classic Nathan Fielder humor. I was once told I got hummingbird spirit animal from this druid at a festival. Dude was like a spirit animal reader. Had a whole fucking
Is
deep
that so? Like your
conversation. I think
spirit animal? Is that like something? Like if you were to anamorph into something, it's kind of like analogous to that.
No, I don't know. It's something to do with like your personality and you, how you are in nature, what you emulate.
Well, you know, I mean, just kind of parallel. I think if we had the ability to anamorph and you had to choose, bats would be, at least for me, I'd want to fuck around being a bat just to experience like this shit.
fucking
It's always
Batman?
it always intrigued me. No, not fight crime and stuff, just to experience like that sixth sense. Because literally,
Oh, I thought you wanted to suck on people.
Yeah,
Suck
he
on
probably
people's-
does.
suck some blood. Suck some blood.
I get roach energy from you, bro.
Or actually, or like a dolphin. Because dolphins.
Dolphin?
Yeah, dolphins are crazy pussy, and that's BK.
Ugh.
Fucking
Yeah, if you're a
freaks.
dolphin, you can get your blowhole fucked. I know Brandon would be into that.
They're freaks, dude. Dolphins are freaks.
Yeah, dolphins are the only animals that have sex for pleasure, right?
I
think
believe
so.
so. Yeah, I heard that.
All right, here's what a dolphin
Wait,
spirit
bef-
animal is like,
I was just gonna
according to
say.
spiritanimal.info.
All right, never mind. Go ahead. It's still dolphin related.
Dolphin symbolism is peace and harmony, protection, playfulness and joy, resurrection, inner strength, and cooperation. Do you have those meanings attached to your personality,
There's
Brandon?
got to be something in there like freaking the sheets. Just because it's like, it's become literally the past several years, like the biggest fact about dolphins is just how horny they are and how much.
All right.
they are.
Yeah, I don't know
Well-
about peace and harmony.
Yeah, don't they
Maybe
rape
energy.
people? They've tried to rape people.
I think they have. Yeah.
Try to rape people, dude.
There's
Yeah,
a
all
study
Mhm.
that was being done on dolphins and like how they interact with people in like for a long term. And so this woman would like for hours of the day basically be in this pool with a dolphin and interact with it and like record all of the interactions and try to teach it like language through different like toys and stuff and like having them select different things and like checking their memory and everything. And it seemed like it was a worthwhile study. And then I don't know how this was found out. Maybe she actually like ratted on herself. But in order to like get the dolphin to cooperate, she would like jerk it off. And
Yeah.
like as soon as the people who were like funding the
Go
study found out about that, they were like, "What the? No, this is over. Like, what are you doing? You
So
can't."
they canceled her. They canceled her
Yeah.
just from jerking off a dolphin.
I mean, maybe if you were funding the study, it'd be okay. But I think most academic, people,
Wow.
they don't like that.
Someone jerks off one dolphin routinely, and then their whole career is destroyed. That's
You make a dolphin that one time
it's
in your mouth, and it's like a big deal.
You're caught with a
Fucking
mouthful
suck
of dolphin. Wow. Society nowadays, dude. That's what all this woke shit. It pisses me off.
Yeah, man.
Damn it.
I'm gonna become the Joker.
All right, here I dug deep into spiritanimal.info, which spirit animal has the most sexual energy. It's a horse, not a
Oh, of
dolphin.
course.
Nah, that seems fucked up, man. Like, come on. Just because they got big dicks?
Horses be fucking.
I mean, horse girls, they're fucking also freaks.
Well,
There's no
that's a
fucking
separate
facts.
thing. I don't think horses themselves are sexual
Horses?
creatures, but girls who spend their whole, teen years mounting horses and just getting that force
Seeing
in
massive
that.
horse cock.
Well, I don't. Let's hope that doesn't turn them on. I just think like routinely, like kind of getting pounded on down there, kind of builds up. Like I don't know. It's a theory.
This is.
I
I
like
mean,
this theory.
we've discussed this theory before. That horse girls. I don't
yeah,
know
what
if
I'm
we talked
saying is
about it on
not
the pod.
exotic. I've had this kind. I think it must have been with you, Scott.
Yeah, because just out of experience, like when we know girls are horse girls, there's like a 70% chance that they're freaky.
Mm-hmm. No, statistically.
Facts.
It's anecdotal for now, but I mean, if someone will fund my
Statistically
research,
from our
I'll do it.
Yeah, if I can get an angel investor,
Yeah. And I promise I'm not going to finger them. It's going to be completely, platonic.
It would
Above
be
the
pretty
board.
cool if we get like a team of like actuarial scientists or like Ivy League researchers to fund like a multi-million-dollar study.
You know what I think will really revolutionize like doing human studies is like when VR is more readily like available and people can like create more.
Preemptively, you own a VR headset. Just preface your statement.
I
with
do,
that, by the way.
so I'm a little biased, but I think when it's more realistic, like you can actually do lots of studies and put people in situations that they would never actually be in real life, and see what kind of behavior you can
Got an example for me?
observe.
Got an example? Like what? Like
No fucking way. Like being in VR, you gotta replicate what happens in nature and in the VR world. That like has like fucking has to go through so much.
Dude, that's
like,
what studies always
evolution.
do. It's
what do you
always
mean?
trying
Like,
to
are you trying to
replicate
fool
real life.
somebody? You would
No,
fool somebody.
no. I'm not trying to fool. No. Like obviously they know they're in VR. So it's just about like having them get as close enough as an experience as possible to whatever you're studying.
So they're gonna be jerking off VR dolphins.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Okay, that makes total sense.
You know, like the cow milking Switch game that we play. It's gonna be like that, but with like dolphin dicks.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's tight.
I was going through my Snapchat stories with Machi, and one of the stories was just me going like this, like slow. And she's like, "What is this?"
What is this?
Yeah.
I was like, "It's a game. It's a game." I'm just in a room full of men, just slowly.
We're all like, yeah, woo,
I wish I had a video of us playing the sandwich game where we're just like,
yeah, that's tight as fuck, dude.
Nate was fucking a killer at that game.
Nate, dude, I can't believe. So, for the listeners at home, I own 1-2 Switch, which is a game where it's kind of like the Wii Sports version of Switch, where it shows off all the new, haptic feedback and motion controls. And one of the games is a single player game where you eat sandwiches by moving your mouth in front of this IR camera. And like the faster you eat, the faster the sandwiches goes away, and you have a certain time period to eat as much sandwiches as possible. Once you finish the round, it shows you how many sandwiches you eat, and it's a 4x3 grid, right? So you think 12 is the maximum number of sandwiches you could possibly eat in this game. Nate hit the second page. It was unheard of. I can't believe it. This man
does not even know there was a second page.
Hey, I didn't think that was even coded into the game, that they had 2 pages for this shit.
You know, like when a guy ran like a sub 6-minute mile for the first time? That's what it was like.
That's what it was like.
It was like no one thought it was humanly possible, and then he did it. And we were all there for it.
He put those sandwiches away, man.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Did anyone Google, like, has anyone gotten past 12 sandwiches?
There's no one has, like, physical evidence of them getting past 12 sandwiches.
Holy
I think
shit.
Nate has the world record for number of sandwiches eaten on 1-2 Switch, G.
Amazing.
We gotta do it. We gotta get his fucking name up there. Make it happen.
I'm trying to get my name up there for the cow milking shit, because I feel like I was a natural with that.
Yeah, you were pretty good.
Yeah. It's all about getting in that rhythm, you know?
For sure.
Muscle memory.
Yeah, back in my past life when I was milking cows.
Mm-hmm.
Eating contest, 1-2 switch, speedrun.com.
Speedrun.
What the hell? It has like a fucking time, and it's all less than 1 second.
I don't understand that. I saw that page too. I don't know if like they beat the game or some shit. Like, can you beat the amount of sandwiches?
Oh, okay. Wait. There's rules. Category rules. Video proof is like preferred. Screenshots at the end. Time also acceptable. Eat the sandwiches. This category is measured in sandwiches, seconds per sandwich. In parentheses, SPS. To calculate that, you divide the length of the game, 10 seconds, by your final score, rounding to the nearest millisecond. So 12 sandwiches would be 0.833, which is number 4 in the world. So he got more than 12?
He got 12 and a quarter or 12 and a half. No, 12 and a half because you can't eat a quarter.
12 and a half, he would literally have like be tied for second or literally second place and bump the people that are tied for second to second place.
That's crazy. Who has first? Is it 13?
Some dude from Canada, game sport guy.
You got 13?
Some absolute
What's the total
menace.
length of the
Something like
game?
this.
What's the time length of the game?
He got 12 and 3/4.
12 and 3/4?
Divided by
quarters.
That is like slightly faster than Nate.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
That guy must have some type of crazy like
How long's a game?
twitch muscle in his jaw that he
seconds.
can do that.
10 seconds. So
That is crazy, dude. That is nuts.
Yeah, I think he'd be
It's
probably
nutty.
tied for second with that
wait,
score. and bump the
wait.
people that are
So
tied
he
for
got 12.75 seconds per sandwich.
So you just
Second-
take
Yes, I explained it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
You have
listening.
0.7.
You wanna
So
listen.
Nick 0.78, and what's the?
shut up.
Brendan, I just explained this whole thing. You're making me want a cigarette. You're fueling my fucking nicotine addiction. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette out my
How
window
dare you.
while I do this shit.
I'll look it up myself.
I'm on my last jewel pod. I think I'm gonna quit after this one.
You guys are dicks. You shouldn't have smoked it. You should have sold it. Retire, become a millionaire.
It's actually still being sold, so probably not.
Ooh, it's raining, dude.
It's raining, man.
Yeah, that's it.
What the fuck? I hate.
I was
Google.
listening to some podcast where they were talking about how like they were doing I think it was the Matt and Shane, a secret podcast with
Mhm.
Nick and Adam were on it.
Great.
Oh,
pod.
really? They both on it? That's tight.
Yeah. And they were talking, I think Adam was talking about with Ian Fidance is another comedian. And he every time, or maybe it wasn't Ian, no, I think it was one of the other guys, maybe Matt or whatever, was like every time he would go up, he'd like want his opening song to be like some fucking stupid, like I don't know what the actual song was supposed to be.
I
and
remember
then-
this. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, he went up to the sound guy and was like, "Make it Raining Men." And it was like every time he was there, they played Raining
But he
Men.
didn't know who was doing it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Raining Men
Oh,
is actually a great song, like classic.
I can't think of like the verse.
No, I have no idea what the worst would be.
It's like the water's rising.
Okay. Go off,
I just
Jake.
know like
Every time I
like I know
hear
how
the
it
song,
goes.
it just comes
Okay.
up. Like, does it actually start with just like it's raining?
No,
it doesn't start
that's,
like
that's
that.
the
Okay.
chorus. That's the chorus.
Okay, so
It
every
builds
time it's
up.
played, it just starts at the chorus, just aggressive like that.
When
Just in
people
movies.
play it,
Holy
they usually play
shit.
that part, but it's
It's a
actually a decent
downpour
song.
over here.
Yeah, poured over here too.
So, are you all prepared for the release tonight?
Of
What do you mean of?
release.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Oh
Oh,
my
shit,
God.
I don't know.
You're getting arrested. The
Well,
beehive is coming
Release
for you.
of what?
Oh yes, I knew. I didn't think that you were a bee, Scott. I
I'm
didn't-
not.
I didn't
I'm not a
peg you.
bee. I'm not a bee, but
I didn't peg you for one of those.
Machi is, so I'm aware.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And
What the
I
hell is
wouldn't
going
dare.
on? What the fuck are
I
you guys
wouldn't
talking
dare
about?
not
You haven't
know.
Peg Scott? Sorry.
Yeah, everyone should be aware that Beyonce is releasing at midnight.
Oh Christ! I'm gonna shit.
Don't all Christ me. Okay,
I was
she's the
thinking
most
of B
popular
movie,
artist.
dude. I thought that B movie 2 was hitting.
Shit.
No, dude.
That'd be
Man.
hype.
Respect the queen. Jesus Christ.
Machi would be a Beyonce fan. I was about to say Yay fan, but I guess that's already taken.
No.
I don't know. I never really watched Lemonade in full. Was that her last
How
project?
fucking dare you, Brandon?
Whoa!
It's like you're a misogynist and you don't even care.
I mean,
God damn
what
it.
else is new?
No, I mean I'll give it one listen through.
All right,
And
before
then
Machi,
probably
were you
never
a
listen
Beyonce
again.
stan?
I'm not a Beyonce stan. I'm just
You're
aware.
coming across
And
like it, Scott.
listen.
I'm listening.
All I want our audience to know is that if you're a Beyonce fan, I support you. And if you want to be mad at someone for not liking Beyonce, kill Brandon. Go to his house.
Yeah.
She's a talentless hack.
Oh,
Everyone
no,
knows
you
it.
can't say that.
That type of reactionary bullshit isn't gonna even make me laugh.
Everyone knows it. You know, I
Oh.
heard she plagiarized.
You can't even make up something, can you?
Yeah.
No. You know what? She was the worst part about Austin Powers Goldmember.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say about Destiny's Child, but I like that.
No, I actually like
Austin
Destiny's
Powers.
Child. Shit. Despite Beyonce holding them back, I really like Destiny's Child.
That would be an interesting take if you're like a major Destiny's Child fan, but you hate Beyonce.
I just like turn it off during her verses. I
Mhm.
just mute it.
Like Michelle and Kelly all the way, but
Yeah.
fuck Beyonce.
I just have Michelle and Kelly posters in my room. Just them individually. Yeah, that could be a bandwagon I can get on.
Austin Powers, man. I feel like I've been seeing Austin Powers like posted pictures and references recently. Like people,
so quotable. It's great.
it's coming back within the zeitgeist. People want more of that energy.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I mean,
tight.
did you see Mike Myers' Triumvirate on Netflix?
I did not. I heard it was meh.
It was a
It's
movie?
just a fun ride. Yeah, I know it's like a TV series of his. He's like plays a bunch of people that are in like this Illuminati type thing, but
Is it
they're like
sketch
trying to do
comedy?
good. No, it's like Austin Powers esque. Like everyone's a character, and he plays a lot of those characters.
Like an Eddie
And,
Murphy Norbit type thing.
Yeah, but it's like
Norbit.
dozens of people in this
Mhm.
thing that and some good cameos. I think Keegan Michael Key's in it. I might have even talked about it before.
Ah.
Right. Did you? God, fuck! I lost
There's
what
an
I was
article-
going to say.
There's an article called "The Problem with Mike Myers."
We don't want
Wait.
that energy.
You're putting them on
No
blast.
problems here.
Fuck that. Oh yeah, did you know Ian has
The
never
pen
seen
tether.
Austin Powers?
Ian hasn't.
Yeah, as of like us,
Uncultured
like a
swine.
couple years ago when we were living in Poplar, he's like, "Yeah, truly, it's never." His parents didn't.
Yeah, that's
raise him
a
in
good
Austin
Ian
Powers
impression.
household.
It sounds like at 2 a.m. at Johnny's house, we're gonna put on Austin Powers.
Ian's gonna like overanalyze it.
I can't. I always. I think we'll remember talking to Ian and him being like, I really want to watch like a regular like 80s drama while on acid or on shrooms. I was like, I can't think of a more boring ass thing.
Like a character-driven, like that's. Oh no, dude! I
That's a
try
nightmare.
watching old movies. Sometimes it's hard, unless they're like fucking classics. But like normal ass 80 movies, like mid-tier 80s movies, are hard to sit through.
Tough.
My dad, we had a family movie night. My dad just like swore that Rain Man was one of the greatest movies ever. And we watched
Rain Man
it,
is great.
and all of us
I
were having
love
a
Rain
bad
Man.
time. At the end of the movie, my dad and me, he's like, "Yeah, that wasn't as. I remember it being a lot
What are you telling me?
better."
What are you telling me? He's retarded, huh? Hey, you're a retard. Where's my money, huh?
Did they drop ours in the movie? I forget.
Yeah, he says
Yeah.
the word retarded
Yeah.
multiple
Really?
times. It's so
dang.
funny, man.
I mean, that was at a time where that was still like the medical term.
Yeah, that's true.
Man,
But it is very
retarded.
funny to see him say that word. Like, it's
What's
not.
gonna be the next word like that? That's gonna be people can't say like fucking what's the word for like one
Italian.
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 Yeah. You can't
The
say
Italians
anything
are
you
gonna
can't
rise
mention
up.
ever again because we're gonna eliminate them.
Yeah, probably
Mass
2 years
genocide.
left with Italian.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
when you hear Italian, you just think
They're a
"Ugh."
repressed folk.
So, yeah,
It's true. I can't think of like what's a term that we use to like make fun of someone or a group of people.
Cracker.
No, it's
You think
for white
crackers can't get
people, so
banned?
that's here to stay.
Cracker will never be banned
You don't think so?
unless white people become a minority. Then it won't be banned.
I don't know. People could be. Well, people aren't saying Asian anymore, right? They're saying like North Pacific Islander or something.
Is that-
No, I don't think
So
it's
I
that.
can't.
Or is
we'll
that
go with
different?
I have to call
No, people
Dwee
are still
and Jesse
calling
North
people
Pacific Islander.
I think
I don't know.
Yeah, you
What
better
is
all
North
be calling
Pacific
that
Islander
now.
then? What is that? There's
Don't
like
say
North
Asian
Pacific
one more
Islander
time.
Heritage Month or something.
Yeah,
North
I'm not a
Pacific Islander is it
It's
like
not.
fucking? That's not even a thing. All the
What is
islands
it?
are in the south.
Well,
North
maybe
Pacific
it's
is
like
like that.
people calling North Pacific Islander people Asian people. We're like, we're not Asian.
That's
so
like-
it's different.
They don't
The
say north.
islands
There is
off
no
of
north in
Alaska.
there. Yeah,
I
bro.
might be
There's a
having the
fucking
term
Arctic
completely
island.
wrong.
You do. Honestly, you're fucking so
Dude, I
uneducated.
said it
and
with
fucking-
like
You're making
30%
it bad.
confidence. I said
Oh
it
my
with like
God.
30% confidence. So I'm not claiming that. I'm
Look,
not.
this
I'm
is the
open
guy.
to be convinced otherwise. I'm here to be educated. Okay, I'm here to be educated.
Every
There
pod
is
is
no
us
educating
educating
you.
Brandon.
This is the guy that called Hayao Miyazaki like
Hiro Momosushi.
This guy has been. You know, BK was racist from the start, man.
But I loved his work. But so it doesn't. It's fine.
It's totally fine, dude. That's so funny.
One can love jazz and still hate. No.
Hate what? Hate who? What
Oh,
are you
no.
gonna say there? Wait,
Go ahead, finish that sentence.
No. Just...
because I know where jazz came from.
I don't know what you're talking
Musicians.
There were a certain race of musicians.
Mm.
about.
Mhm.
Mm.
That's all right, everybody. Brandon likes rap.
Yeah.
It's alright.
He
I love
likes
Jay-Z.
hip-hop, dude.
It's
I love
The only-
Jay-Z's
He only listens to Eminem and Brockhampton.
Venom. Venom.
Venom.
Like, get him.
Only rap BK listens to is on Marvel soundtracks.
Yeah, I love the Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah, well, I don't-
Oh yeah, dude.
You heard this guy Kendrick Lamar, dude? Mr. Lamar.
I'm Kendrick Lamar, aka Benji Stumpy. Just take car.
Dude, Princess Mononoke slaps.
Did you guys
True.
see San Diego Comic-Con stuff?
I did.
some-
What happened?
You mean
shit.
the Marvel, the superhero event?
Yeah, the Marvel stuff.
They're mapping out to phase 5 now.
Yeah.
When are they going to stop? When?
When are they gonna? When
When?
are we going to stop Marvel once and for all?
Wait, you know
You know
what
what?
Kevin Feige should get on stage and he said, and the final Marvel movie will be, and the crowd just goes wild. Everyone's like, it's ending! Holy God! We don't need any more money. We're the richest corporation. We run the movie industry.
We're done with movies.
We've ruined movies forever. We're
Dude, I was watching.
we've peaked.
Wait, so who made the first Guardians of the Galaxy?
James Gunn,
James.
Wait, no, not Guardians of the Galaxy. Who made the first Avengers?
Chris Pratt, Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon, right? I was watching The Gray Man on Netflix, the new Russo brothers films.
Oh yeah,
Marvel has ruined every movie ever.
What do you mean? Marvel has ruined every movie?
Because every movie nowadays is just a quip followed by another quip followed by another quip. You know what I mean?
Well, that's directed by the guys who did Avengers. That's directed by the Russo brothers.
I know, but it's just like not even that movie. I feel like most movies now are just like Reddit threads. You know what I mean? Just one person owning another person in the comment section. Like that's all dialogue is nowadays.
Well, look at. Did you see the new Jurassic World movie?
I did not.
Terrible.
No.
It's dog shit, dude. It's fucking terrible. But the thing stands with everything has to be in a quip or quippy nowadays. It's you see that in a lot. But
I was talking to my boss about this. Like a middle ground of movies is eroding. It's either blockbuster or indie movie, and there's no in between.
And everything else is streaming. You don't see comedies in movie theaters anymore.
No, not at all. Comedies are gone from movie theaters.
No, movie theaters are for blockbusters. They're for superhero movies and franchise movies. It's kind of it. It's and honestly, kind of Marvel is to blame.
Marvel is to blame.
It's like you need scares, you need superheroes, or you need sequels. You need one of those, or you're not going to make any money. Or you need to be indie, and then you'll find your own indie audience. Because
and they're gonna they already have like a Jurassic Galaxy like in planning for 5 years.
I thought they were done. I thought that was this last.
Dude, the new movie made a stupid money, so they're gonna make more.
That's true.
No.
Yeah,
no.
They made a lot of money.
No.
Movies.
No.
Yeah, they were number one at the box office. Guaranteed.
I can't do this. I can't live in this world.
Oh my god. I want more movies like Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah. I want more movies like Cars.
That was spy. Real pieces of cinema that
Cars cinematic universe
really leave you, affected emotionally after you.
I want a Cars cinematic universe, and I want to see like motorcycles.
Right.
Motorcycles.
I think Cars needs to come to terms with and really discuss and at least mention Cussy.
Cussy.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll bring that into the Cars cinematic universe.
I bet there's Cars
PG-13.
erotica like on Pornhub. Like Pornhub has
easy.
Avatar erotica.
Easy.
There's got to be
Easy.
Cars erotica.
Every Pixar movie has erotica. Like I could say that without having seen any. I just know it for a fact.
Yeah.
Just Rule 34.
I just trust that there are people out there that want to see that.
It's all just dudes who work in body shops. They like secretly are,
They want to fuck cars.
You don't see my search history.
I met the dude who wins all the beard competitions in Philly. His beard is massive. Picture like boom and going out the sides too.
Damn.
Dude's name's Josh Greger, and I met him late night, probably like 4 a.m. and we I don't remember what we connected over, probably hosting events and how he had a huge event at his place. And then later I heard from another person that he lost mad money on it because he had just allegedly a table that was just free drugs, and he was just giving it out for free to anyone asking for any drug that they would want. I'm like, this dude's kind of crazy.
That's baller.
So he invites me to meet his friend, because I'm talking about crypto and shit, because I usually do sitting around a fucking sidewalk after the after party ends.
That really entices people on drugs.
We go hit up the after party, another local DJ I've seen around. And he immediately sits in the corner and just starts huffing away on nitrous, and I don't see him the rest of the night because I go to the backyard and I meet a cat girl, and it's the other girl who's just giving me free blow.
That cat
Dude.
Halle Berry, dude? Halle Berry was
there?
She was painting at the event before. What do we?
That's tight. I love that we have our two segments. Cinema Corner, Jesse Drug Story Corner. It's like throwing darts at a board. And he was chilling, giving out blow, and it was a cat girl.
And he was doing nitrous in the corner.
It was Ethereum, maybe?
No. So he like literally offers to take me to see his best friend, and this best friend of his he met via pen pal when this dude was in jail. The dude Josh for like armed robbery or some shit. So he's turned his life around. We drive all the way to Plymouth meeting the day after he comes down from probably Molly and shit. And he sleeps. I end up not sleeping at all that night. I think that fucking coke had me fucking wired. Probably like meth in it or some shit. Fucking girl who gave it to me. Shout out C. The shirt. She was crazy.
Shout out to the girl who gave you meth.
Yeah. Kept me up all night, but ended up going to Plymouth meeting. I listened to country music all the way there, but it's not country music. It's like alternative country. It's like dudes telling stories about like doing blow and nitrous.
Playlist, dude.
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
And I meet his friend, and this dude, he's like super deep into blockchain shit. Like even says Ethereum sucks, and it's all Bitcoin, all like the technology to make fucking freedom in our fucking systems and change the future, and like really deep in the philosophical aspects, which I've heard at like a bunch of conferences and shit. And like he's convinced that like I'm a fucking Fed or some shit because of I don't even know why, but like he had to ask Josh, like, you've seen this guy like break the law, right? You've seen this guy like do drugs in front of you. He's just like, yeah, plenty of times. It's like, all right, I guess he checks out. And this dude, like, there's this thing called DEF CON. It's in Vegas. It's like only for like hackers. Like I've only heard about it through like hackers, people that are like out there that everyone knows can like hack any system, and people are trying to like scout these elite hackers on both sides, whether you're like a white hat hacker or a black hacker. This dude just hosts a fucking stage there, and his stage is just dedicated to just like teaching these elite hackers about the blockchain technology stuff. And I'm just like, that shit's crazy. Like I want to play a part in all this, but he like is so sketched out by me. I don't know why, or just like thinks I'm only in it for the money. And I'm like, I mean, all the stories I have like revolve around money from this past crazy year I've had.
Wait, you're telling me a guy who talks about cryptocurrency and does a lot of drugs is paranoid? What? That's
I know,
crazy.
right?
That's wild.
That's crazy.
I have no end to the story besides I might DJ
right.
for the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
I love the stories. They just don't. The end is always just like, and then it stopped.
Yeah.
And then it was,
yeah.
I like when the end of the story is like it's 3 p.m. the next day.
No, it's always you think it's taking place like 1 a.m. in a club, and you're like, no, it's 9 a.m. in this guy's basement, full of acid. And...
Yeah, I mean, I did leave that after party at like 9:30 a.m. just in this dude's kitchen.
Is there like a lot of common faces that you're hanging out with, or is it like a lot of new people?
Ooh, it's a mix, bro.
A mix.
Some people I see around, like this one dude named Cousin Vinny, who's like, he was so surprised me to just
why is his name Cousin Vinny?
Because that's his name, bro.
I know. I'm just like,
he's a local DJ,
I met
bro.
this girl named Erin Brockovich, dude, and no relation to the. That's her name, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, do you think you'll see Catwoman again?
Probably.
What was she
She's
like?
a painter.
She's a painter.
She was Lithuanian, had cat ears on, and had stories about Dracula and cat girl stories, and her shitting on my cats. And I'm like, chill, girl. Chill. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I showed her pictures. She was just like, yeah, I don't fuck with black cats. And I'm like, well, fuck you.
Oh, so she's a cat racist.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Justin.
Wow. What a whore.
What a yeah.
What a whore.
I'm not gonna say this.
Well, that's good. You're making friends. Some
Shut the
interesting
fuck
cat
up,
people.
sound like a parent, like a stressed out, like,
You're making
oh, that's good. I'm glad you're making friends, honey.
Jesse, you should come to Lancaster tomorrow because me and BZ are going.
Bro,
The boys are coming out.
I don't care. What are you guys gonna do? Nothing cool.
We're not gonna be at a raging, rave.
Yeah,
but-
it's
Yeah, if you
fucking
want to take a
lame.
night off, then
I guess. Possibly.
are you still
It's
on track
possible.
to go broke in November?
I withdrew money from my IRAs.
Oh,
no,
my
baby.
God,
No.
buddy.
So I'm retired. I'm retiring at 27.
He's retiring. That's not good, brother.
Oh, we can't.
I got a few years left in me.
Oh, no.
I'm retired.
It's scheduled. It's just scheduled retirement.
Getting a
Dude,
head
you should-
start on life.
You should just become cryptocurrency. You should just
Yeah.
upload your mind into the fucking
Be
blockchain.
Be the crypto.
Yeah.
Sell your body to the Zuck.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's a guy who invented Ethereum, that 15-year-old.
This
15
Russian dude. He's pretty old. He's younger than us.
Well, he's
now.
old now. He's old now. Still younger than us, I think. When is Ethereum 2 dropping?
Dude, I think it's delayed.
Oh,
That's a thing?
no.
What happens to Ethereum 1?
So it's like
it like
Avatar
a-
2.
Is it like a fork?
No, it like upgrades.
Okay.
I don't really
So-
know.
Oh. All right then.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Fuck, you
fuck
gave
it.
me a whole crash course in it like 6 months ago. Now you don't
Yeah,
know
fuck
anything
it.
about it?
Yeah, man.
That's how it is, Renan. 6 months ago, he knew everything about it, but now, totally different.
Oh,
Fuck that,
no.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Do you hear, speaking of Avatar, that there's going to be like a new Avatar show or movie?
I thought you were going to
with-
say there's going to be a new Avatar movie.
like not the shitty live action version. Like it's a cartoon with them as young adults.
Oh,
Same
I only
characters
care about
from-
the James Cameron one.
Fuck you, dude. No one cares
I
about
actually-
that
Fuck
shit.
you. Fuck
I actually
you.
watched Scott today. I was watching some How To with John Wilson, and he ended up
Nice.
it was like how to interpret like dreams or some shit. But he ended up like meeting up with this group of people who like organize a shit online, like Avatar like junkies, like James Cameron, like
Oh.
Avatar like fanatics, and they got together, had discussion groups. They could all speak the language of the Na'vi, and they were like speaking to each other in Na'vi. And then they like
That's-
watched the movie together. Then afterwards, they went outside and were climbing trees and shit. And then they sat in a circle like an AA meeting, and were like talking about like how they would go into a post-Avatar depression after watching the movie, and like people were breaking down and everything. It was very wild.
Same.
It was like a group of like I don't know eight people or whatever. But then he ended up like when they were outside, he had the camera. He's like, "It's like, is there Avatar erotica?" Me and they're like, "Yeah." The one girl in the group piped up. She's like, "Yes."
That's
Mhm.
tight. That's tight.
It was a good episode. But I did hear about the Last Airbender reboot.
It's not a reboot. It's like a
Er,
continuation.
Oh,
Sequel.
I thought it was a live action Netflix shit.
Oh, actually, that still might be in the works, but I think that got delayed because the like writers that were involved with it were like, "This is garbage, and we don't want to be a part of it."
Yeah, I don't know. Some sketch like the showrunners of the Nickelodeon one
Yeah.
show running this one, and then they bailed
Yeah,
due
they're
to
like,
creative
"Fuck this."
differences.
Bad sign.
So, it's I'll probably just go see a Marvel movie.
I mean,
We'll see.
apparently, Secret Wars is like really cool, so now I have to watch every fucking movie.
Actually, strangely enough, I am more excited now that they are announcing like it's building up to another Avengers
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Where the latest phase felt aimless. I was
Because
like,
Endgame
okay.
was cool as shit. Like seeing Endgame in theaters, I was like, "This is amazing."
Oh
but-
no, I cried. Yeah.
But like
Bro, Disney got you
there's
by
some,
the balls again.
there's some shitty movies in the first couple phases. People were saying like if you think about it, like the first phase, it's not that great. Like Iron Man's good, but the first Thor kind of sucked, and
I
the
like
Incredible
Captain
Hulk kind of
America.
sucked.
I like Captain America.
Yeah, I can't remember it was decent, but like it wasn't that great. And then like it built up because like you got invested in it, and that's how it is now. Like they're having new characters and stuff, and
Do you like any of these new characters?
I like Shang-Chi. I want to see when he gets more involved.
Yeah, dude. More Shang-Chi would be real awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The director of the Shang-Chi movie, he's directing the Avengers movies.
Sick.
Ooh.
I like it.
Honestly, though, Shang-Chi was only good because of Tony Leung. And I feel like without Tony, it's not going to be as good.
Did
He
that
did
play?
kinda
Did he play
carry.
the father?
Yeah, that was the dad.
Okay.
He rocked.
Bring
I thought
in
the
Ip Man.
fights were cool in Shang-Chi.
Yeah, bring in Yip Man, dude. That would be tight.
Dude.
Is he not in the
If Yip Man
MCU?
came in, holy shit, I would come.
Right? Actually, though,
I would
get me on the
come.
casting.
I would come. If Yip Man was in that shit, oh,
I would
my.
bust.
Him
I
and
would-
Disguised
I
Toast
would
in the next Shang-Chi, and they are
bust,
fucking
bro.
crazy. Dude, it was crazy.
Holy shit, I would bust.
I think honestly, I think they gotta stop with the TV shows. Like just do movies. I know it'll never happen, but I think the TV shows are hurting the MCU.
Oh yeah, that would never.
There's too much shit to keep
Yeah.
up with. Like
Too much money to be made, Brandon.
they're
What are they just gonna leave money on the table?
Now, come on,
Wow,
it's
you're
free
crazy?
money. It's free
Free
money.
money.
You know what I don't understand? Like Disney has everyone by the balls, and somehow my Disney stock has been going down for the last 3 months. Like, what the fuck is this?
It's all a fucking game, bro. You're just getting wrecked.
That's so funny.
Dude, I think I might be fucking rich because apparently my mom told or we have like a family friend or whatever. I haven't seen her in like several years, but apparently when I was like in first grade for Christmas, she bought me a Disney stock. And I was like,
One Disney stock,
One
and you
Disney
think you're
stock?
fucking rich?
yeah, dude, I'm fucking low.
Congratulations, Brandon. You have $100.
You're rich.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm fucking loaded.
Loaded, bro.
Dude, I think it's one stock. It's holdings in Disney. I don't know how many stocks. It's probably one.
Back then, it was probably like $20.
Dude, I'm hitting the bars this weekend, bro. Drinks on me, okay?
Back then it was $20, yeah, BK. 1995, $18.
$18.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your family friend.
The mouse always delivers. Okay?
I love how
Yeah.
you started that with, I think I might be rich.
BK, you know what? You are a rich brother.
Did come
Rich
up.
in spirit.
In spirit.
BK really do be on the come up hardcore.
The only Marvel show I really quite liked was
Daredevil.
well, I was of the recent one, the Disney ones.
No,
Was
they're
Loki.
all gay.
I liked Loki,
Yeah, Loki was
Yeah.
good.
I never
and
watched.
I think the guy that's introduced at the end of Loki is Kang, who's like the new villain in the next Avengers. I think
Ooh,
I'm not 100%.
You didn't watch Moon Knight?
interesting.
No, I didn't watch Moon Knight.
Surprising.
Was it good? You just said all of the shows were bad, so
No, it wasn't that good. I didn't finish
see
it.
then.
I
It was
watched.
okay. I liked it.
I watched
Personally.
like 4 out of the 6 or 5 out of 6. I got disinterested. I like
wasn't
Oscar Isaac, but
Maybe I'll just watch the last 2 and like just try to piece it together.
bad. You could probably just watch a montage on YouTube and be like, yeah, that's good enough.
I don't know. I loved the Blade movies, and I
Blade
don't
will
know
be
how
good.
that will translate to PG-13
Yeah, that's true.
quippy.
But Mahershala Ali is a beast, so
Yeah, he's
I think
good.
he can carry.
Motherfuckers always trying to ice skate up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then
I like
don't
how
know what
he's
else I got. Fantastic Four.
I'm intrigued as to
X-Men.
how they're gonna bring his Muslim identity into the role.
I didn't know,
I
he
know
was
he made a big deal about like he'll do Blade, but he wants Blade to be Muslim.
What? I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
They're
because they
like,
wanted to be-
okay, you get one like 10-second like the intro to the scene is you praying in a room, and then someone walks in, and then you fold
Well,
up the rug
that's
real
how-
quick.
That's how Disney does gay characters. There's like one scene.
It's
that they
easily editable out for China.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah.
They could just be roommates, you know. I finally watched Eternals, and I saw that there was like just one scene basically where the one guy from Atlanta.
Before I saw it, I thought it said. I guess that movie had like a sex scene, right? And it was like the Game of Thrones guy versus the hot Asian woman. And I thought that was what was so controversial. I thought like the hardcore sex scene was with two gay guys because I loved like those two stories together. I'm like,
That would've
that's
been
fucking
amazing.
bold of them. Damn.
Just like
But
Paperboy
sadly, that
getting
wasn't
butt
the
fucked
case.
by some Pakistani guy.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Why were they gay?
That's-
Because he had IKEA furniture or something? I forget.
Yeah, that's it.
That was the only
That's it.
thing.
That's That's right.
Nah,
There
they
was
like.
a joke about his IKEA table.
I don't even know if they kiss. Like they just like
They lived
hugged
together.
really hard, and like they're like
This is my
They did-
roommate
No, they kissed.
and
They
our
kissed.
kid.
they
They
kissed.
kissed,
Okay.
I'm pretty
They
sure.
kissed. Yeah.
They were, but like he was just making a big deal about like him wanting to protect them because it was him and his son.
Yeah,
They had
yeah.
a-
I just
had a child.
wonder
Did a kid together.
how many times they said the name of our podcast in that writer's room when they're talking about how gay can they make it. It was like,
Yeah.
no, that's too gay.
No, that's
No,
too gay.
but that's not gay enough.
China's not
Yeah.
gonna like that.
Not like the-
There's some
Oh,
like
fucking-
Chinese guy who's just like the whatever representative of the people's party. It's just like he doesn't speak English. He just like
No.
no.
Too gay. Too gay.
It's like he's gay, but they don't talk about it. But
It's a
kiss
one-off
once.
scene. It's a one-off scene. It's not intricate to the plot.
It'll help with the
he doesn't
viewership.
sound gay.
They did have like a one-off, like token gay character in the Jurassic World series too, or the new Jurassic World movie, and it was very like
Alice.
shoehorned in, like they were just checking a box, and that was it had nothing to do with the story, but she just like made in a comment in there, like as the scene's ending, as they get in an elevator and the door's shut, and then the scene ends. It's like, all right, so like trim
Somebody
that,
fucked in
right?
that elevator.
You could frame it in two ways. It's like either they just shoe it in just for like, you know, woke points, or I think like I saw Nope recently, and Kiki Palmer's character is gay, but they very subtly like reference it maybe twice in the movie, and it's like actually no, she starts trying to chat to some girls like in the mall or whatever.
That doesn't strike me as a movie that would be like kind of subtle and with it. I mean, he's like a progressive director.
Yeah, I mean, but that only like him being progressive just means like he probably wanted to bring a gay character into the
And
movie.
there was probably some Asian dude at the fucking table that was like, no, this scene. No, this scene. I'm not crucial to the
Probably.
plot. Yep.
So that's the
deal,
thing,
same
Jordan
deal.
Peele
I've
is
gotta see
beholden-
Nope.
He's beholden to no one except for the
What he
black
says.
community.
Yeah, the
Sure.
Jurassic World one felt very like corporate forced, and
Mhm.
like it was like the black woman in the movie, and they were just checking a lot of boxes with her. Like she was like the strong pilot and independent. She's like, I ain't got time for your candy ass. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't talk like that.
Can you imagine she
talk
talking like that? Holy
No.
shit, DK, come
I'm
on,
I would
man.
love if some like out of touch like foreign person tried to make an American film where they had like black people saying like you jab turkey.
No, she's like completely normal, but just in one scene she just snaps and says a line like that, completely out of character.
Uh-huh.
Um,
But Nope was good. I recommend it. Has anyone seen it?
No, I
Nope.
actually I only watched the teaser trailer because apparently the second trailer I read was
Gives
like
away too much.
spoily. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I do want to see it eventually. I probably won't go to theaters to see it, But did they show the Oppenheimer teaser before it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was nice.
It's Christopher
that
Nolan
about?
as fuck.
Uh-huh.
It's like
Oh.
it gave me Dunkirk vibes. The way
Right.
that he's the part of the trailer was like reversing an explosion and like it going down instead of exploding. It's like imploding, the flames and everything. And there's a clock. He loves time. I feel like every movie he does, it's like time is a big part of it.
Yeah.
And it's like the clock's ticking to when the bomb goes off, but it's like Oppenheimer getting interviewed or something at the same time as the bomb going off in Japan.
Mm.
Or maybe it might be like the bomb being tested. I'm not sure, but there's time woven into it.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I'm most excited. Probably like one of my top films for next year. I mean, my dick gets hard for Nolan. But
Same.
it's crazy. It's like, I mean, it's a year out. Crazy how they already are like starting
True.
marketing it. This is like
I think
July, I think.
Tenet was kind of like that too. They teased Tenet really early, and
Yeah, movies
like,
that big, they could get away with it. I
my
guess.
dick was hard for that too. I just want him to make it less confusing. Hopefully Tenet's the most confusing he'll ever go. Like,
I think that's probably the most backlash he's got for any of his films. So if
Yeah.
anything, I mean, Jesus Christ, at least he figures like does the sound right. For
Yeah,
this
the
one.
sound. I don't.
Yeah,
I
oh my god!
if
the
I have
sound
to,
of
like-
Tenet, come on, man.
try hard as hell to hear what people are whispering while there's explosions going on in the background.
Yeah,
It wasn't even explosions though. It'd be like random. It would be like music or like some other sound effect that just didn't have to be that loud.
Yeah, it was a bit
I can't
much.
imagine watching that movie like in a format. Well, I don't know. The second time was a lot more helpful watching it on HBO Max with subtitles.
Oh, right, yeah.
It was actually like somewhat comprehensible, but still, the movie was so really hard to wrap your head around. It was just a little too much, but it was like visually, compelling, which all his movies are.
I watched it again. The thing about it watching the second time that I liked was like knowing Robert Pattinson's character is like going the opposite direction in time throughout it, and like has seen and he knows the main character pretty well. Like you can kind of there's certain subtle things. Yeah, the protagonist. There's certain subtle things that he does where like, oh, okay, like he knows him already, and it makes sense.
He's so Englishy in the movie, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, he's quite preppy, quite.
Haven't lost you just yet. I'm a physicist. Do you like my scarf? You want some tea?
Would you
Yeah,
like some tea?
it's very good.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, that cat girl claimed that she believes in vampires and Dracula was a
Oh, I
real
thought
person.
she fucked Robert Pattinson. I was like, damn, that's cool, dude.
Fuck Rob.
Vampires?
She believes in vampires? That's crazy.
Fairies and vampires, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm
That's
reading
in
this.
True Blood. Maybe
Yeah.
True Blood is real.
I think Brandon's a vampire. That's what I'm saying. He wants to be a bat to experience just echolocation.
No, that's strange.
This dude just sus.
Maybe he just wants to morb out.
He's wants
Oh
to,
yeah, that's true. I get it if you just want to morb, bro.
Yeah, you want to be a morber.
Who
Morb
doesn't?
to your heart's content.
The mighty Morbin Rangers.
Morb so hot, motherfuckers want to find.
That shit cray.
That shit great.
Let's say,
we
Morb,
need
can you meet me at the mall?
we need 1,000 subscribers. If you've made it this far, fucking subscribe, bitches.
Even this far, I'm concerned.
Yeah, if you're still listening, stop.
Get some help.
Get some help.